Hey, Ticats fans, it is your host, Louie B. And of course, it's an exciting day. It's an exciting week for Ticats fans, for Canadian football fans, for sports fans, people who live in Hamilton. It's just an exciting week. And we thought, who better to talk about that than with the president and COO of the Hamilton Tiger-Cats? That's Matt Afinec. Matt, it is always great to see you. Just what's this week been like for you?
Well, great to see you as always, Louie, and nod to the Mike Kerrigan jersey in the background there. Is that what that one is?
Two Mike Kerrigan jerseys in the
Excellent. Louie, it's been an amazing week for the organization, for our players, coaches, staff. But, as we talked about yesterday, it's been an incredible journey here, and we need to thank our fans and partners for helping us to get here. So, after a prolonged period of uncertainty, it was great to get some certainty yesterday for the players and coaches and for the fans relative to what to look forward to. So all in all, an amazing 24 hours here for the Tiger-Cats.
And now the schedule is released, and we know the Hamilton Tiger-Cats will kick off on that first day on August 5th. It is a Grey Cup rematch against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers at Investors Group Field. Typically that's how the season starts. Is that kind of really setting the tone for what this 2021 season, for as atypical as it's been, we're trying to be as typical as we can, and that's going to start with a Grey Cup rematch.
Yeah, no question, and I think you nailed it. Of it's become a great part of kind of CFL tradition to have a Grey Cup rematch to start the season whenever possible, which happens more often than it doesn't. But I think this one will be even a greater interest relative to not having played in the 2020 season. So I think everyone is itching to get back, whether it's players on the field or certainly the fans watching or attending live. It's going to be an amazing atmosphere when our two teams face off again in a rematch of the 2019 Grey Cup.
Now, as awesome as that game is going to be, it is on the road. So when we look at the schedule, Labor Day Classic is always such a big game. This year, I think more than not, I think about that game that we moved into Tim Hortons Field, that first Labor Day Classic at Tim Hortons Field, that first Eastern Conference Final at Tim Hortons Field. I mean, there have been special moments at that stadium, and I feel like the Labor Day Classic against the Toronto Argos 2021 edition is going to be right up there.
Well, playing the home opener after 18 months away on Labor Day is kind of just like finding a way to make Christmas better. Like, we all know what Labor Day symbolizes in our community and how much people get around and rally around. That being as much a community and civic event as it is a football game. And I think that will just reach new heights, Louis, this Labor Day. And you alluded to it. There just seems to be this aura around that date on the schedule, having opened Tim Hortons Field on that date in 2014 and now returning post-pandemic on Labor Day as well against our arch rivals at a 1:00 kickoff. So something special in the air on that day, and I think all of us will take a moment on Labor Day to look around and just continue to appreciate the Canadian Football League and the Hamilton Tiger-Cats.
You mentioned that 1:00 kickoff on Labor Day. That time's been moved around the last few years. We've seen night games at Tim Hortons Field the last few years, but it seems like this year, with 3 Saturday afternoon home games on the schedule, the organization's really trying to reestablish that Saturday afternoon sunshine Tim Hortons Field. It was that like a reaction to what the fans had told you, or what's kind of this push for these 3 Saturday afternoon games?
Yeah, for sure. And listen, I think it's important to note, and we talk about this every year, that, schedule making is a cooperative partnership exercise with our obviously partner clubs in the league, stadium availabilities elsewhere, and obviously our broadcast partners at TSN. But as it relates to specific afternoons and kickoffs, afternoons in the fall, it's consistently something we hear from the fans that they love and appreciate for all sorts of reasons. So, we're happy that it worked out, that we were able to get a good share of those on the 2021 schedule. And obviously, for the first time in several years, we have the Thanksgiving Day Classic, which is awesome, and we get the Argos here as well for that on Thanksgiving Monday at 4:00. So there seems to be this appearance of the boatman in Hamilton on holidays in 2021. But we're thrilled to have our fans for that. But yeah, we always, of course, listen to the wills of our fans and when they want us to play games, and within the parameters of how the schedule is built, we always seek to fight to make sure we deliver against those.
You mentioned the Boatmen, 4 games against the Argos on this calendar. Is this kind of one of those rematch years, those rivalry years that we really think is going to kind of take it to the next level? We know what the Argos have been doing in the offseason. It's like they're trying to play catch up to what the Ticats did in 2019. Do you feel like this is one of those years that, because of the passion, because of that build-up, we're really going to see that kind of outpouring of this rivalry really renew itself in 2021?
Well, I'd only correct you, Louie, to say that I think the Argo Tiger-Cat rivalry is exceptional in each and every single year. I think the circumstances of what we've been through here, pandemic-wise, will only accelerate that. But, we're all sports fans in general, and I would suggest that, at least my opinion is, the Toronto Argonaut Hamilton Tiger-Cat rivalry is one of the great ones in sports, regardless of circumstance. And the circumstance we'll face here in 2021 only accelerates that. And, the Grey Cup being in Hamilton, I'm sure, is extra motivation for all. Listen, there are fiercest rivals, and rivalries are great for sports. Rivalries are great for the game. Rivalries are great for the Canadian Football League. Our fans love them. And if that brings out more municipal passion from our fans, I don't think they need it relative to, them supporting us against the Argos, but so be it if that's the case.
And let's just talk about the Grey Cup, because I know that people have been working behind the scenes for 5, 10 years. People have been working behind the scenes for a very long time. For you, as the president of this team, who has been so involved with the planning of December 12th, what is it going to mean to actually have that date circled on the calendar? And can you even imagine your feeling waking up on December 12th, 2021?
Well, I think it's going to be a magical weekend for everyone associated with the organization and the league, but more importantly, within our community and in the city of Hamilton. Something of this scale, as you know, it takes a village, so to speak, of partners and great relationships. So the city of Hamilton, the province of Ontario, our partners across the Canadian Football League, our corporate partners, our fans, all of us working together. Something of this scale requires that level of collaboration. And, I'd say that, December 12th game day is going to be spectacular, but so will the festival activity that's going to start on Wednesday afternoon in the city. And we're really going to see a transformation of the downtown, people from within our community and across Canada coming to Hamilton to celebrate, what is, I think, one of the great Canadian sporting traditions there is, and certainly has the chance, in light of the present circumstance, to be the first real major sporting event to take place here in Canada, and certainly the first championship to be given out here in Canada during this window, assuming Montreal Canadiens' pursuit of the Stanley Cup, and we'll see how that goes. But regardless, I don't think it changes it a ton. Listen, and for our fans who've been waiting a really long time for this, I think that's where it means the most. Is our fans are hands down, in my view, the best in the Canadian Football League. The most passionate and the most deserving of welcoming the country to Hamilton and putting on a great show about Grey Cup and what it means to be a Tiger-Cat fan and host the Grey Cup. So I encourage everyone out there, our season seat holders, and the only way to guarantee your seat for the Grey Cup is to become a Tiger-Cat season seat holder. So if you haven't done that yet, we encourage you to get involved as quickly as you can.
And I was just about to say, we got some answers this week. We got some really great answers this week, but there are still going to be questions. And you mentioned season seat members. If they have questions, I know our ticketing repping staff is going to start reaching out, but I just want to give you an opportunity to kind of let them know anything in this forum here, where they should be looking or what they should be doing.
Well, listen, yeah, for sure. We don't have all the answers today, as much as we got the certainty of starting August 5th. Obviously, we're going to be in a position to continue to develop, what those specifics look like based on the information we receive from provincial and municipal public health and how we're trending as a community and society in our pursuits to get vaccinated and keep the case numbers down. As we all know, whether that's a Tiger-Cat game or anything else you enjoy in life, that's the key to getting us back to normalcy. So, that will continue to progress. And on today's announcement of the schedule, we're 83 days from Labor Day. So that is not a ton of time, but does give us a window here to work through some details. We'll continue to do that, as will our partners in Ontario here relative to the CFL and other sports. So, we've had a great process with government to this point, getting the health and safety protocols approved and working hand in hand to ensure the safety of our players and coaches. That will continue, obviously, as we contemplate the fan piece of this. But, listen, we're optimistic. We're very optimistic about the future and what's to come. And as it relates to our fans and season seat holders, we encourage them to go out and get vaccinated.